Have you seen? This is Aaron, Muthalamere. Today I'm responding to a thread by Glen Kellaway, which is to show one band from every letter of the alphabet, one of your favorite bands from every letter. So he said, a favorite. So I didn't pick my very favorite, but I picked ones that I really love that I don't show quite as often. Some of them I do actually, but so I'm just going to get started because there's 26 records here. So first off, I start with A, and I was going to go Anthrax or Accept or AC/DC or Anvil, but I went with Armored Saint. March of the Saints, great record. Really great band, kind of overlooked, kind of a power metal. John Bush went on to sing with Anthrax after Joey Belladonna left for a while. So, but this is a great record. Can You Deliver? Up for the Bees, going Bullet Boys, Freak Show. My favorite record by them by far. I mean, I love all theirs. Their debut is amazing. I like Zaza, I like Sophie, I like their newer one, Elefante. But this album is so good. It's just amazing. Hang On St. Christopher, the title song. It's got that weird where you're listening, if you hear it on stereo, it kind of goes around you with this, surround sound type thing. It's really cool. And it's an amazing heavy record. Their heaviest record they did. Great record there. For C, my favorite band is in the C, but I didn't pick Clutch or Company Band, which is from them. I went with this album. This is Sarah Thungold with Frost and Fire. This is where I first discovered them from the song. I heard it on Sirius XM, Frost and Fire, where they played it a couple times on there, and it blew me away, and I've loved them ever since. Ended up buying all their records, but this is a great band. Sarah Thungold for my C. For D, there are so many, but I had to go with one of my all-time favorite records here. This is Dangerous Toys. Debut, one of my favorite records ever. Great stuff. The southern metal, sleaze metal, whatever you want to call it. Killer stuff here. Every song, I love this album. I've listened to this so many times. You wouldn't even believe. 10 Boots Stomping. That song gets me every time. Take Me Drunk, Bones in the Gutter. Okay, for E, When Eagles of Death Metal. This album here is Zipper Down. One of my favorite records in the last 10 years. It was in my top 5, I think, when I did my list. I'm pretty sure. If it wasn't, it should have been. This is an amazing record. It's Josh Homme from, originally from Caius and Queens of the Stone Age, all those bands. And Jesse Hughes. Amazing record. This album is so unique. It's almost like it has a groove that almost makes you just want to move, and it's just heavy, and they do a killer version of Save a Prayer, the Duran Duran song. Really good on here. Complexity, Oh Girl, Skin Tight Boogie. It's really good. For F, going Godzilla's Eating Dust from Fu Manchu. Really great band. I only have 2 records by them. I wish I had more. I love this band. And they are, in a way, related to Caius because Brent Bjork, right here, plays drums, who was a drummer from Caius. And I talk about Caius a lot because I love them. This is a great record. Fu Manchu is a great band. I know Ron Haggerty likes them a lot, too. So I think there's a few others in the VC that are into them a lot. For G, there's all the hair metal bands. I don't like that term, but all the glam metal, I'll say. But I went with a heavy one. And this album I got in a part of a collection about 5 years ago. And it blew me away. And now I've got like 5 records by them. This is a Heavy Metal Breakdown from Gravedigger. Really great record. I love this. It's like thrash meets power metal. Absolutely badass stuff. Really good. Gravedigger. For H, there's a lot of this Caius stuff in here. I got Hermano, Only a Suggestion. This is a great record. It's the only one I have by Hermano on vinyl. This is the singer from Caius, John Garcia, his band, and they had about 3 records and a live record, I think. The album, I think it was preceding this, Dare I Say, is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is an amazing record, too. It's just great. Manager Special. Every song's good. Killer band. Hermano, and these are hard to find anything by Hermano. Even the CDs are kind of hard to find by them. And then for I, you know, there's the obvious Iron Maiden, but I didn't want to do that, so I went with Impaler. Band I'm just getting into, but I really love this record. I've listened to it a couple times now, and it's a favorite of mine already. Really great stuff. For J, you know, Judas Priest was the obvious, but I went Jagdpanzer. Love this record. This is one I got in that big collection a while ago too, and this is just an EP, but it's kick-ass. Really good stuff. There it is, Jagdpanzer. Great. And then, since I'm talking about them this whole show, I might as well show them for the Ks. I mean, Kiss would have been if it was my very favorite band, that would have been it, but this is one of my other very favorite bands, Caius. This is In the Circus Leaves Town, their fourth and final studio record, and it's kind of cool. The cover's pretty cool, and it's an amazing record. Starts with 1 Inch Man. Oh man, every song is good. The old Boozeroonie. Killer, absolutely amazing. One of the innovators of the stoner rock metal genre, Caius. For L, I'm going with Life, Sex, and Death, The Silent Majority. One of the most unknown, unappreciated albums. That's just so good. It was, I think, in 1990, maybe 91. I don't know. 92. Okay, this album, nothing else I've ever heard like this. It's so good. The singer, the rumor is that he was a homeless person. His name was Stanley. And let's see if I can find a picture of him. But it's just, yeah, there we go. There's the band. There's Stanley back there. There's the singer. But he almost has like a lounge singer voice. Sounds like a crooner. And then he sings the heavy stuff so good. And it's just a really odd mix of really heavy music mixed with this odd singing, and it's one of my favorite records of all time. I listen to this a lot. It's a great drinking record. I mean, it's just amazing. If you ever see this, don't pass it up. It's great. For M, one of my favorite bands, Mother Love Bone, and this here is a great record. It's a double record, and it's got their full length album Apple, their EP Shine, and then a couple bonus songs on here, like different versions of stuff. But it's just, they're a classic band. Andrew Wood, the singer, it's too bad he passed away so young. And of course, two of the members from Mother Love Bone went on to form Pearl Jam, Jeff Ament and Stone Gossard. But this is the pinnacle of their career, I thought. I love Mother Love Bone. Okay, for N, gonna go Nasty Savage. Really great band. This is powerful metal, not quite thrash, but at times it's thrash, sometimes it's power metal. Great record here. Love this. Nasty Savage, N. For O, this is an homage to Ron Haggerty. Got some Overkill with Taking Over. Amazing record. I have liked this one since it came out. It's just a wrecking crew. Fatal is Swallowed. It's an amazing album by an amazing band, a very overlooked band. They should have been way more popular than they were. Killer stuff here. For P, another band I really love, and they're very underrated. This is Prong with Beg to Differ. This album is so killer. It's almost like a mixture of like power metal, thrash, and a little bit of funk, and it's just powerful, in-your-face stuff. Killer stuff. I love this album. Really great stuff here. Very unique band. Very great band. For Q, I'm going to go Queens of the Stone Age. This is Songs for the Deaf, and this is an odd version. It's the inverted cover with the black instead of the red cover. And it's got a couple bonus songs on it. It's got the Lost Art of Keeping a Secret Live, Everybody's Gonna Be Happy, and Gonna Leave You, a Spanish version, or the bonus songs, a double record. Sounds amazing. It's, I love this band. This is Josh Homme again. I'm a big fan of everything that's come out of Caius. Every band from them is amazing. And then there's what the vinyl looks like on it. It's kind of a clear with a purplish pink tint to it. Kind of a cool record, but this is an amazing record. This is probably the most well known. It's one of my favorites of theirs too. It's great. Okay, for R, This album, I love this. Listen to it all the time. Restless Breed by Riot. I love Riot, but this is my favorite album by Riot. They're one of my favorite bands. I love this album. This just, Hard Loving Man. Oh, that song is so good. The title song, Love by You, just every song on this. Riot. For S, I put Sweet FA away for a bit. I'll bring them out next week. But I went with another album that I love by a band that I love. This is Sword with Sweet Dreams. Killer, amazing record here. Metalized, their album before this is really good too, but I like this one better. Just every song on it is really good. Life on the Sharp Edge, Prepare to Die, Land of the Brave, Trouble Is, every song. Kind of a power doom metal stuff. Killer, great. Kind of a Manowar meets Iron Maiden, maybe. Really good. For T, some Tigers of Pantang with Spellbound. I got a few records by them. This is my favorite. This has John Sykes on guitar, and it's a great record. A new wave of British heavy metal. Amazing stuff. Every song's good on this. Hellbound, Minotaur, Tiger Bay, every song. This is a great record. Tigers of Pantang, one of my favorite bands. Okay, for the U's, got one of the best records in the last 10 years again. Ugly Kid Joe with Uglier Than They Used to Be. This is my favorite record they've ever done. I love this album. I still say that they have a song in here that should be the VC theme song. It's called Let the Record Play. Amazing song, and it'd be perfect for a VC theme song as far as I'm concerned. This is a really good record. They came back with a vengeance. I mean, they've been putting out some stuff, but this album is just great. And they do a cover of Ace of Spades. It's really good on here too. But this album blows me away every time I hear it. V. I could have went Van Halen. I love Van Halen, one of my very favorite bands, of course. Fair Warning, I would have pulled, but I went with Peace, Vistacino. It's 3/4 of Caius. Amazing record. It's their only album. One of my favorite albums of all time. They have songs like Acidize the Gambling Moose, Barcelonian, Dragona. Amazing record. I love this Vistacino. Pretty cool artwork on there too. Okay, for W. This album I have heard a million times. One of my favorite W bands. Wolfsbane, Live Fast, Die Fast. Blaze Bayley at his very best. I like it. I really like his Iron Maiden work, but this album blows those albums away. It's so good. I mean, every song's just powerful and catchy and heavy and just amazing. Wolfsbane, Upside Down Back. Okay, for X. I only have one band with an X, so I went with Zabalba, but this is a really good record. I just listened to this the other day, actually. It's really good. Killer, heavy, kind of death metal. Great record cover. Great band. For Y, went with an Oregon band. I once went with Y&T because I love them. But I went with Yob. This is Our Raw Heart. It's a doom metal. Really killer stuff. It's reminiscent of like a Sleep type band. And this album, I heard some people say it was the best album of the year when it came out, but I don't think it's that good, but it's really good. This is an amazing record. Great stuff. Yob. And then for Z, ZZ Top was my obvious choice. I love them, but I went with Snow White. I'm really getting into this record, Act of God. I got this in that collection, put it on, and it just blew me away, and I keep listening to it. Great band. Amazing. Snow White. So there we go. There's my A through Z AMA style. And all right, thanks for the thread, Glen. The great Glen Kellaway. Amazing. All right, have a good one. Keep on rocking, everybody.